So, what about those of you who would like to make your own cajon? I think that's a question I get quite a lot. Well, sure! Go ahead! I definitely encourage you to make your own cajon. So if you have the right materials and if you have the right equipment, that's very important. Good equipment really makes a big difference. Well, what would you need? Of course, you would need a wood body. So there are like 5 components to a cajon. You have the top, you have the bottom, you have the wood sides, and you will have the back. For us, we already pre-cut the thing with a hole. Having the right equipment is very important because when you cut it, will the hole be perfectly round? The edges be perfectly square, 90 degrees. When you round it, will it be nicely rounded and even? Okay, if you want to put a cajon together, it would probably take you maybe a few days or less. It depends on how skilled you are and what kind of equipment you have. If you already have a friend who's able to cut all these things for you, then very good. Then you only need to glue them all together. Now for us, we use glue. We don't nail the thing together because nails could cause vibration, they could get loose and it will have unwanted artifacts in your sound. So everything glued together, you've got good glue, it will glue in a few hours. But this is just the frame. You need to think of how you want to put the snare. Do you want to put it like this? Or do you want to put one inside from the top and maybe make it adjustable? And then later on, you need to glue the back as well. So there'll be a few steps to the gluing. Later on, you gotta glue the back. And then later on, do you want to glue the front? Or do you want it to be a front that has screws? If it's a front like this that has screws, then you could tune the cajon as well. To be able to cut and make the screws all flush in and have a nice hole and it's all even, that's not so simple. You're going to need some slightly more specialized equipment to be able to do that. And you need a steady hand. Trust me, it's not easy to use your hand and drill perfectly 90 degrees. It took me a long time. That's why we have something called drill presses. So drill presses will drill perfectly 90 degrees. Not everybody's gonna put a drill press at home. If you want to have nice rounded edges like these and perfectly uniform, you've got to get a good woodworking router. And you've got to get good sanding machines as well to be able to make them nice and smooth. You've got to make sure all your edges are flush and level and the front face on the front, then there's maximum contact and maximum resonance. So with the right tools and the right equipment, probably might take you a couple of days. Don't forget, you need to spray it as well or brush a layer of finish if you want to. If you just want to make a finished unit without spraying, without anything, or you don't even want to sand it smooth, a day or two, and you could be done. Then you've got to tune the cajon. That will depend how good your ear is. So best of luck for you guys who want to try. If you want any advice, you can message us on Facebook. Yeah, you can even come down to Kluang if you want to learn how a cajon and see how a cajon is made. Yeah, you can enjoy the fresh Kluang air, try the famous Kluang coffee at the railway station. You can have the Kluang beef noodles. You can always climb for you exercise buffs. Yeah, while you're waiting for the cajon to glue and dry. So yeah, all the best to all of you.